Well, what do you know? Aromatics is back. Hope you guys are still having a good day, a good time. Finishing off my United Pencil Maduro Stick cigar. It's a cigar. I got a band on it. It's no funny tobacco. Tasty. Definitely getting me some more of these. These would be a great buddy stick. Go hang out with your buddies around a campfire, or need a semi-quick smoke. I'm guessing these last you a little over half an hour. Fairly long when they start. So what I was going to do in this video is I figured I might as well take my time here, and since I have it, and give a review of the corncob wasp pipe. Now, I don't have the box with me. I'll show the box maybe later that it comes in, but it comes in a really nice box that you can display the pipe on, which is nice. Okay, and you can hang it on the wall, and this thing hangs up in it, like what you would see the corncob pipes hanging off of in the tobacco stores inside one of these boxes. So, okay, so it's basically a fairly standard chamber and fairly tall. And what makes this unique, of course, is it's got like another cob jammed in here. And it actually does go in. When you look into the bowl, you can't see in right now because there's some tobacco left in there. But it does go in a little bit. So it's a little odd when you pack your tobacco. It could get jammed kind of in the crevices down there. That's maybe one small complaint. I know that Michael David was complaining about corn cobs, how things get stuck in the bottom. I just scrape it out, but everybody has things that annoy them, right? So that might be something to think about. And then, so it's got a plug in the bottom. Mine is, you can get 3 different types. There is just the plastered white, which is this, or light plastered. Keep this cigar going. Light plastered. And then you can get the, like the darker plastered, where they make it darker. And then there's a 2-tone. So I ordered the dark one, but they ran out, so I ended up with the light one, which I like too. So yeah, it's got a fairly generous chamber. Maybe a little taller, just a little bit taller than most pipes, and nice and solid. And then what makes it unique is the calabash part. So what it is it's got this opening chamber in it that technically what it does is when the smoke goes in there, it can swirl around, and then the moisture can dissipate and dry before it goes through the stem. Now what I do is, you can't see it, but I put a little I cut a Brigham filter and stick it in there just for extra dryness, and they're really free flowing, and they don't change the flavors or the mechanics at all. Even with the filter in it, the airflow is very open. This is a very open pipe. It might disturb some people how open it is, but I like open pipes. I'm a slow sipper to begin with, and since it's got a calabash, it doesn't really matter if it's open because you can sip a little bit. It's more forgiving because of the calabash part. So it's got a wood part here, and this bit is fused in there. Now I imagine that these bits are gonna get chewed through eventually. So, but I heard that there is a way to pull them apart, and you can get new stems, or they look like a typical stem, so it's probably not hard to find one to replace. So that is a concern for one of these. What else can I say about it? Easy to clean. This actually has never gotten wet on me yet. I smoked it quite a bit. One thing I was worried about is the fact that it seems to come apart real easy, right? And I thought, what if I drop it? But it just seems to hang on good. Like, I'll show you. Like, I mean, you can wiggle it out, but it's pretty sturdy. You can clench it. You're not supposed to. It says you're not supposed to, but when someone tells me not to do something, you know how it is. I want to try it. So if that's an issue, at least not with mine, it's not something to worry about. It comes in and out super easy, but it's got this sort of, the wood kind of grips. There's a grippiness in there, so you just kind of give it a little jiggle, it pops out. And obviously it's easy to clean. You just pull it apart. You can, shake it out, wipe it out, put your cleaners through it. Very simple. Fits nice in my mouth. It kind of hangs down a little bit, so that if it was straight, it would probably be hard to clench. But just the way it's designed, clenches pretty good. It seems to the way it is, it's a little bit focused a little bit too much on one part of my tongue, the way it naturally sits. So that's a little bit of, I mean, I'm nitpicking here, but I'm trying to give you a full review of it, right? Give me a second while I start my fire up here. What else about it? Okay, now the whole calabash thing. It's supposed to stop, help with tongue bite, right? Well, in my experience, if something's gonna bite you, it's probably gonna bite you. Like, I mean, obviously, anything, if you puff really fast, it's gonna give you tongue bite. But there's just some tobaccos that it doesn't matter what I put them in, it's gonna bite me. And another theory I have is it's not necessarily how hot the tobacco is when it hits your tongue. It's how hot it's burning in the bowl before it hits your tongue. Yeah, in my opinion, this is my opinion, it could be, if it's burning too hot to get, and it would give you tongue bite, but yet you get that air cool by the time it hits your tongue, it would still give you tongue bite, I think, or at least in certain circumstances. I think there's just certain tobaccos that once they reach a certain ignition point or heat point, are burning at a certain temperature, then the chemistry's already changed, and it's going to burn your tongue no matter if it's freezing cold by the time it reaches there. It's the pH level, the chemical issue. I personally have never felt like hot air on my tongue. I felt it on a really hot day. I've maybe felt the tobacco was maybe a warm air, but I've never actually felt a burning sensation like from the heat out of the pipe. But that's just me. I'm just talking about from my point of view and my opinion. So, but if you're one of those people that you feel that cooling and drying the smoke to the utmost makes a huge difference, then yes, this pipe, especially if you add a little filter in there like I did, is brilliant. It works good. The burning mechanics is great. I've had just some days when it's humid and I can't get anything to smoke properly without a bunch of relights, and in that case, every pipe's a pipe for me. But on your, all things equal, this pipe is one of my better burning pipes. Things seem to stay lit in it very well. This pipe and my freehand pipes are some of my best pipes for just burning mechanics. Yeah, the flow, like I said, the draw is very, very open. The most open draw I've ever had in any pipe, including other corncob pipes. So, yeah, it's a pretty pipe. I don't know, I don't find it that heavy. Like, yeah, it's nothing really stands out as being, really annoying with it. It's one of my favorite pipes. It's the only thing is it's a big chamber. So, the only time I smoke it is when I'm like, if I'm gonna go for a quick smoke, then I won't pick this one. But if I'm going out to read a book and really enjoy myself, this is one of my go-to pipes for sure. So they make these at Missouri Meerschaum, and they're limited runs usually. I think they made one run before, and so and I think they're out now. But keep your eye out. I saw it on Facebook. They were just look for it. And if anybody's interested, they can ask me, and I can keep a lookout for you too if you're really interested in one. Or you can get one made. I'm sure these are pretty easy to make. If someone, there's people on Etsy or on Facebook that would probably custom make you one if you're really that, up for one. So heck, I could probably even make one. Well, I've made ones like it, but I haven't made this exact one. But now that I have one, it doesn't look like it would be too hard to design, except for maybe this part. But I think a buddy of mine could help me with that. So hey there, my filter came out. That's the Brigham filter, little wood filter I cut. Just stick it in there, and in she goes. So there you go. That's the review of the Missouri Meerschaum Corncob Calabash Wasp Pipe. And in it, what I was smoking was, and it's a new blend that I'm going to review, and it's probably going to be one of my favorite blends, I think, and it came out of nowhere. What is Afternoon Delight by Cornell and Deal. And what it is it is a Latakia, just a touch of Latakia and some dark fired, mixed with a little bit of maple, and then on the other side it's got some red and bright Virginias. So it's really, to me, the best way to describe it is smoky bacon. Like for breakfast here in Canada, we know what that's all about. Or not smoky bacon, but maple bacon. It's just a light maple. It's not an aromatic, and it's not an English blend either. It's just they did a great job in making it taste smoky without making it taste acrid, and adding the maple, that doesn't make it too sweet. It just almost gives it almost like a earthy cigar in a nice, pleasant way. If you don't like cigars, you don't have to worry about that. It's just like that earthy, sweet kind of thing. Sometimes it reminds me of a cigar, but it's not overly maple. If I didn't tell you, or if someone didn't tell you, you might not even realize it is maple. But anyway, so since I like maple and I like smoky stuff and it's full-bodied, and then this stuff is excellent, so I'm definitely going to buy a big tub of this. So anyway, another long video for you guys to watch. So alright, that's probably going to be it for today. So hope you guys enjoyed my video and found it informative, and if you have anything to say, just let me know down in the box. So love to hear your comments and hear how you guys are doing. So hope you guys are having a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Aromatics, signing out.